Well, we have reached the finish line. This is Gary vlogging every day in the month of November 2023. Wow, that's the last time I get to say that. But I just want to, right off the jump, before anybody clicks off this video, first of all, if you clicked it in the first place, thank you. I do appreciate it. But I just want to take this moment at the front of the video. Usually I do it at the end, but I just want to say thank you very much to everybody that's watched this entire month journey, vlogging every day. And it's crazy to me that I actually made it to the finish line. I had my doubts. There were definitely days where I didn't want to do it. I mean, there were days like when my knee flared up earlier in the month. There were just times on the weekend where, I didn't wake up early like I normally do, and then I didn't feel like filming anything, and I waited all day, and then, coming up with something that I wanted to say for that day, because believe it or not, none of these were super planned out. There were times where I'd be driving into work where I'm like, okay, let's talk about this, but I generally, I think I said this a video or two ago, I generally do my best work on the fly. I think, if we're talking product reviews or something, obviously there is somewhere where I'd be far more prepared. But for these, I just like to turn on the camera and just go. I feel like there is not enough of this on the platform. Certainly nobody, to my knowledge, that has, a large audience that's doing this. A lot of the videos that you see are, the big idea, Mr. Beast or wannabe Mr. Beast, big ideas. And I love those videos. Don't get me wrong. A lot of those videos, if it's a subject matter that I'm into or some kind of niche that I'm into, I will click it. I'll watch it. I do enjoy it. I know their place. There's a lot of creators that get hardcore with it, and they're trading out thumbnails and titles that the video's not getting clicked on fast enough. There's definitely a YouTube strategy and all that, but I really hope to see more creators say, you know what, it's not going to get a lot of clicks right off the bat, it's not going to be widely successful, but you know what, I'm just going to turn on the camera and just say what's on my mind, speak from the heart, and not in some heavily scripted, heavily planned out way. And I don't know how big the audience is for that. I really don't know. Probably, I can't really go off my audience necessarily, because I'm still, I have 1,000 subs. I don't know that that's enough data, because all of those people were from, e-bike videos and RAV4 video that I made. But that's the biggest question I've gotten from a lot of people, as far as hey man, when this is over, what does your channel look like going forward? And I think it's more of the same, honestly. I want to do some more review stuff. There's definitely some cool stuff that I've gotten over the last few months, last year or so, that I would like to make a video on, that I would like to feature, that I think is cool, has a lot of cool value for the viewers. But this may help or hurt my channel, but I want to do some videos similar to the vlog videos that you're seeing all this month, where I just cut on the camera and kind of shoot from the hip. And again, I don't know what it's going to cause me, because I know there's a lot of people that have bigger, let's just say creators that are full-time YouTube. That's all they do. They live and die by it. So, they have to play the YouTube game with the right titles and thumbnails. And, they don't want to necessarily take a big chance or a big risk, because if their money dips, well, then they're screwed. But, the object of the game is to not just rely on YouTube for your revenue, but to have multiple streams, merch or digital products or what have you. But I think at the level I'm at now, being at 1,000 just monetized, I don't see any problem with kind of experimenting and screwing around with this channel and just kind of seeing what works. So I think that's what you can expect going forward. I think you'll see, you know, a couple of reviews of some stuff. You know, do I do some tech stuff like, you know, iPhones, cameras? I'm open to all of it, honestly, truthfully. I would love, I'm not saying this is going to happen for me, but I would love to be that guy who tried a bunch of different stuff on the channel, who, you know, just did like some crazy testing and somehow found people, you know, found an audience that likes a little bit of all of it. Or, you know, YouTube gets better in how they recommend stuff, which is, it's pretty good now. I mean, you know, anytime you watch YouTube, if you look at what's on your homepage when you first click on YouTube, you can see right off the bat that they know, like, you know, you watch 2 or 3 videos about a bike, you go on your homepage, there's going to be a few more on there for you. So I think it's dialed in. I think if there's a way where they can figure out rhythmically, however you would say that, like if they can figure that out as far as like, you know, how creators can experiment and do different things and it not hurt the performance of their overall channel. If there's a way to do that, that would be great. You know, I try not to believe in the whole YouTube's hiding my content and all that. I think if you just make great videos, people will find it. I knew when I made these vlogs every day that, you know, they're not for the wide audience. The thumbnails I didn't even try, and that was deliberate because it was almost kind of an experiment in the sense of, well, let's see what happens when you just post like some weird, you know, I want to say one of these, well, a couple of these thumbnails, but there was like a couple where I'm just using the thumbnail from the YouTube Studio app. Like there's like 3, and like sometimes I would deliberately pick the most awkward one where it would be like, you know, you look like you're like out looking out into space or something. And just to see like, if somebody's scrolling and they see that, does that make them want to click? Is that interesting? Is it like, wait, what's up with that guy? Is he like, you know, going crazy over there or something? Like, I don't know. So going forward, you can expect, I will get back into the reviewing game, and you will see videos like this pop up where I feel passionate about something. I want to fire up the camera and tell you about it, or I'm just kind of sharing, you know, updates with me and whatnot. And I just think I'm not going to be afraid to post that stuff. You know, could I say, and I want to put this out there now because, you know, like, let's just say hypothetically I get to like 1 million subs and, you know, people are like, hey man, what the hell? Like, you know, you're playing this game and all this stuff, the YouTube game. And, you know, could I get to a bigger level and start niching it down more to see? I mean, yeah, I mean, if I go full time on YouTube in the future, if I get to a level where that would somehow be sustainable, you know, would I, you know, play the YouTube game a little bit more? I think it would depend on, I'd have to look at my numbers and see where it's going, but nothing is off the table right now. And, we're just going to keep on experimenting. So I will leave you with that. I want to thank everybody so much again from the bottom of my heart. You know, these 30 days, these 30 videos, I mean, they're random. They're all over the place, but they are definitely 1,000% authentically me. There's definitely a few of them where I'm like, I would never record it like that, you know, weird angles or how I looked in the video and all that. But if there's one thing that this 30 days built me for, it's to be more authentically me. And not that I haven't been before, but, you know, you try to polish it up a little bit more. You try to like cut out some of the ahs and the ums and all this weird stuff. And, you know, I want to try to let loose a little bit more, but I still want, you know, like if it's a review, I want for that to be more tightened up. But anyway, I don't know. So I just want to thank everybody again from the bottom of my heart that, you know, if you clicked any one of these 30 videos, if you clicked them all, if you clicked whatever the hell you clicked, the fact that you were here at some point, it really means a lot. I thank you very much. And I'm waiting to the end of the video to say all this because, these are the people that, you're the real ones if you're watching this far in. So if you ever wonder, how can you help me? How can you help get me further along? I would say the free way is just to share it with somebody you think it might be relevant to. Hitting the like button, always free. Subscribe button, always free. If you're an Amazon shopper, I have a link down below that goes to my Amazon shop. You don't have to buy the stuff in my shop. You can buy anything from Amazon, and I get credit for it. So these are ways that you can help me without spending, extra money, like specifically to me. Amazon, you might be needing to buy, I don't know, some cereal or deodorant or whatever that, it's just random, but I get like pennies of that. And so that helps a lot. So using my Amazon link can be a huge, huge game changer for me. And it has been, just off some of the e-bike and RAV4 stuff I've made. So those are the free ways to help me. Obviously, I have the Hard Work Always Wins merch, which you should be able to see some couple of shirts down below. It'll take you to my store. You can go in there and get whatever you want. It's run by Spring. It's a print-on-demand company. So they do everything. They take your order, they take your money, they print the shirt, and it comes out, ships out to you. That's another way to support if you want to go that now extra step where you're saying, okay, I want to put money towards you directly. There's also, I think, a thanks button down below and all that stuff. And you don't have to do any of that. I'm not begging for it. I wanted to save that for the end of the video, because if you're still this far in, then you probably have some level of interest, versus just throwing it out there 30 seconds in. Hey, I'm the shit, like my video and buy all my stuff. Like, no, I'm not doing that. So anyway, I'm getting out here. Thank you so much. And I wanted to say I was going to see you tomorrow, but I will not. I will be resting tomorrow. Well, I'll be working, but I'll be resting from videos and working on some more stuff for Bubba. I got a lot of cool stuff I'm working on that I'm sending to the Bubba guys. And after that, after the next like 2 or 3 weeks, we'll be back into videos on this channel of me talking to you. So thank you for being here, and I will see you guys around. Thanks again for taking this ride with me. It's been so much fun. I really appreciate it.